Before we begin creating our social media calendar, let's go over all the goals and platforms and all the background of social media so that you're going to understand very well what to place in every day of your social media calendar.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
First, what are the goals that you're going to hope to achieve with your social media? Well, everybody wants to build an audience and grow it over time. Of course, that's a goal. You're going to be also able to do customer support, and you're going to do what's called lead warming. People who know about you, they haven't bought anything from you, but they might be clients. Right now, they're not ready. So with a lot of posting, with giving them value, they're warming up to becoming clients. And of course, you want to sell to the people who are warming up and to cold traffic as well. Of course, it's easier to sell to existing customers or to people who are warming up. The existing customers would be your customer support. The people who are warming up would be lead warming, and of course, cold traffic, right? So there's 3 kinds of different traffic, and you want to nurture all of them with your social media. And of course, you want to do this at a minimal time investment or financial investment. That balance is ideal. Now, what are the platforms? Today, Instagram, TikTok. If you're not familiar with TikTok, it's like the latest and greatest. It's not for everyone. By the way, when I give you these options, it doesn't mean you have to do all of them. In fact, you should probably do a lot less. These are just all your options. What you must do is think, well, what's really ideal for my business? Maybe a podcast is not ideal for your business. Maybe a blog is not ideal. You always have to balance, well, what are the resources you're able to put into your social media? Money, time, people. Creating a podcast and creating a blog and a YouTube channel is a lot of work. So certainly you should not be doing all of them. Usually what happens is people have a few things they do, like a few platforms they really focus on strongly. And the way you choose those is, where do your target customers hang out for your specific business? If you're selling B2B, maybe you focus LinkedIn. If you have something visual, maybe YouTube is great for you and a podcast is not great because it's visual. Podcast is only audio. So you must decide where to focus, and in a little bit, I'll give you a little bit extra help on how to find where to focus. And the way you find where to focus is, these are the major social media platforms today. There are many others, but these are the major ones, and you just have to choose which ones to focus on. Now, the formats of content, this is important. Live video, pre-recorded video, I'll just say pre-recorded, photos, that's Instagram, that's maybe Twitter, that's maybe Facebook, and text, that's your blog. And you can also take audio, right? That's a podcast. So those are the formats of your content. And then types of posts you can make. Funny, educational, you can share something personal. Of course, you want to every once in a while sell products. Every time you have new content, you want to post it. And you want to highlight industry news and other industry research, because that's going to position you as an industry expert, an authority. And of course, you want to promote and highlight other people in your industry who are doing great things, because guess what? That helps you build relationships with them, and it makes you look magnanimous. And hanging out with other experts makes actually you look more like an expert, and you might get equal promotion back from those experts too. So you want to be building relationships with people on social media as well. Now, if you're starting out on social media, you can use your social media calendar to learn skills. And I'll give this as an example actually of skills that I want to learn. So I'm active on Facebook, I have Twitter, I have a lot of activity on YouTube. So I'm expert in those fields, but I'm not strong in Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is new, and Instagram, for whatever reason, it's not something I focused on, but I want to, right? So it's my goal to do that. Also, I even though I've done a lot of video, I haven't done vlogging video. And vlogging video is very popular on sites like Instagram or TikTok. So it's all together, it makes sense. And of course, what I also want to do is for my own self, and I'm just sharing this just to give you an example that, hey, not everybody is good at everything, right? We have flaws, and we can use the social media calendar to actually improve this, because if we give ourselves time to play around with these platforms, that time spent on these platforms will give us comfort using them, and that comfort using those platforms will allow us to post regularly and relatively quickly and actually make good posts and not embarrass ourselves. So the other thing I'm researching is how to go live, like on all platforms. If I'm doing like a Facebook live or a YouTube live, you can post that live stream on like 30 other sites or so. So those are my goals for the short term to master these and then go full speed on all of these networks, right? And then guess what? If you have a photo or a video, you can repost it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. So actually, you don't have to focus on all of these, but you can recycle your posts across these. It's not always going to fit, like a podcast is not going to be a YouTube video, and maybe one kind of post does not go on all of these, but certainly it might go on a few of these. And so that way you save yourself time. So now that I've given you this overview of what's available, in the next video, let's begin creating our social media calendar.